defense. Got to move it from side to side. Can't just play isolation. Have to move Purdue's defense.
Boilermakers have it first. Our officials, high knees Jeff Anderson, Tim Comer, and Thomas Nunez. Purdue looking for its 8th consecutive win to improve to 16-4 on the season and 8-1 in Big Ten play. Braden Smith, so smooth.
That's what he was doing on this 2-game West Coast swing. 47% from 2. He's got Devin Royal there. Had to switch out because Bruce Thornton getting picked off. Braden Smith just finding his spot and drilling it.
You just can't let him get to that soft mid-range area, averaging over 15 points per game this year. It'll be a dueling point guard matchup with Bruce Thornton on the other side. Leave it for Parrish with a screen coming in from Royal. 7 on the shot clock. Crowd already involved on this defensive possession.
But not much movement. That's exactly what I'm talking about there. That ball's got to move. It sticks on the right side, and you just don't have a great possession to open the game.
Lawyer right back from first. Off the screen, bounce inside. Oh, rejection! Royal on the recovery.
Good to see Devin Royal healthy, a guy that this Ohio State offense certainly needs. He's been dealing with a wrist injury, but a guy that can really score the rock.
Some light pressure here. You ask Jake Diebler, how do you guard a guy like Braden Smith? Said you just got to show him a lot of different looks. Already the first couple possessions doing exactly that.
That pocket pass is something that he's just so good at, feeding Trey Kaufman-Renn in the middle of the floor.
Here is Kaufman-Renn. Can't finish the first, and does on the second.
He had a couple plays like that out west, especially against Oregon with Nate Biddle. It might not have been the first one, but that motor for Trey Kaufman-Renn is always going. He's right there for the putback.
C.J. Cox is going to pick up the junior Bruce Thornton to start this game. Freshman has been a massive part of the success this season for Purdue. Swing it, Royal, leave it, Parrish, 7 on the clock, another great defensive possession. Now Mobley's gonna have to bail them out with a deep 3 ball. Got it!
That's what he can do though, big time shooter. John Mobley, one of the best in his class coming in. Just a freshman, averaging over 2 threes a game. Found that stroke second half against Indiana. That's just a great individual play against Braden Smith.
Nicknamed the sniper for a reason. Smith's pass knocked away by Thornton. Gets it back, bounce inside. Kaufman-Renn through the contact, and a chance for 3. Monster 23 and 11 performance. Was 9 for 9 at the charity stripe, and I apologize to Trey and his family.
You're saying, why did you say that?
I'm starting to believe more and more with each game.
You're becoming a believer in the
I'm a full
jigs.
believer, but I just need to know, do I also have powers for good as well?
Well, unknown.
Aaron Bradshaw in the game early. Spin inside, and Royal can't finish. Poked around to Kaufman-Renn.
This is going to be a big game for Purdue's individual defense. Guys like Devin Royal, certainly Bruce Thornton. A lot of one-on-one. You'll get some from Micah Parrish as well.
Kaufman-Renn, they make it Cox, loses it, and then a foul.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
Has gotten them to 13 points. Not like Purdue is shooting the lights out themselves. Ohio State just hasn't capitalized. And Kaufman-Renn with a tough bucket.
Nice counter there by Kaufman-Renn. We know he can go to his left shoulder. He turns there, gives a little shot fake, good pivot right through.
Jake Diebler just searching for the right combination on the floor. Colin White back in there for Parrish. Thornton drives, long strides, lost it. Another turnover, 5th of the game. Harris will slow it down. Run some offense with Braden Smith back on the floor. Off the screen. Smith stops, surveys, rescreen, bounce it. Kaufman-Renn, extra, first, out of bounds. Right idea, wrong execution. It's an Ohio State team that has shown that it was dangerous as Thornton does get to it first. They've shown an ability to fight. They were down 17 to Wisconsin, came back, nearly won that game, losing by 2, down 10 with 4 minutes remaining to Indiana on Friday. Sent it to overtime as White drives, gets caught on a double and throws it away.
Purdue's defense feels like they have 6 guys out there. Dribble drive, you cut it off, you're rotating. That's well done by the Boilermakers.
Lucky bounce, Lawyer, patient, and foul. Purdue with 8 assists on 13 made field goals so far. Ohio State 2 assists on 4 made field goals as Cox checks back in, and as expected, Smith goes back to the bench.
Well, certainly in a game like this, you need to make some shots to get some assists. But in Big Ten play, Ohio State is only assisting on 43% of their made field goals. That is last in the Big Ten Conference. It's been a lot of ISOs, been a lot of post-ups for Royal, been a lot of isolation from the perimeter for Parrish, and pick and roll for Bruce Thornton.
Royal back down on first, sneaks through.
Able to get the better of that matchup. But again, it's one pass, and it's get your game on.
Check ball, essentially.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, that Smith, you were right. He had a minute out there. Is that enough to keep your rhythm?
I'm a little surprised he didn't ride it longer, but I think it's because Purdue is playing so well that, or at least the lead has gone so well, that Matt Painter doesn't want him to pick up that third.
For the point guard with the 2 early fouls.
Looks like Matt Painter thinking a little defense offense. When it's going to be Purdue's ball, they're going to throw Braden Smith out there. But Colin White's injury, and certainly John Mobley, is a microcosm of what Ohio State has dealt with. The Michi Johnson situation, certainly Aaron Bradshaw and his suspension. They just haven't had all that much time together as a full unit.
Jake Diebler was pretty honest. He hadn't had really any time with a total team this year, and by the time they were whole, then somebody else either goes down, then you don't have a ton of time to practice in the middle of the season, as Royal has been the only source of offense so far. Now 10 points, and Ohio State 6 for 6 at the free throw line. Mahaffey again with a deflection. 15 to shoot for Smith. Had the early start, picked up the fouls, went to the bench, but 2 points and 4 assists in limited action. Off the screen, step into it. And the rebound going the other way with another foul on Kaufman-Renn. Allowed their defense to be as good as it is they haven't turned the basketball over as much. So he said even on misses, and again, they're not shooting necessarily the lights out. They haven't made a 3 yet in this game. Even on misses, they can still set their defense, and that's been monumental for their success.
Well, how about just the turnover margins for this team? Because they've turned people over in conference play as well as anybody in this league. So now you take care of it better, and you also start generating turnovers, and you just start winning that possession battle.
Thornton still looking for his first points. Hop step, kick out, 3 ball. Bradshaw just died on the rim and then knocked out of bounds to Purdue.
They're right there in this game. Haven't played all that well.
Smith, Mahaffey is going to be called for the foul. He had a clean look at that strip with his first personal, and a 1-and-1. Leading the Big Ten in assists and steals. First to do that since Mike Conley in 2007.
That's rare.
The Ohio State University. You never thought to call it the Purdue University.
No. There's only one. The. I mean, it's the
that's
Ohio
respect
State.
from you. That's a lot of respect.
National champs in football.
That's correct. Congratulations to Ryan Day and his team on an excellent game last night with Notre Dame. This is Ohio State basketball team that got to their hotel just in time to watch the majority. Final 3.5 quarters. Parrish wasn't prepared initially. He'll step back for the tray and cans it.
Purdue a little bit behind on the play. Kaufman-Renn switches over. Micah Parrish, when his jumper's been going, he can get scorching hot, but when it's been bad, he can be ice cold. 5 games of 50% or more from 3, but 8 games of 20% or less.
Glover, nice hands on that deflection. 3.5 to play, first half. Ohio State has a chance to get this to within single digits. Shooting the ball just 33% from the floor and 2 of 9 from 3. Glover, leave it. Bradshaw, not shy. Long rebound, tracked down by Cox.
Bradshaw, 4 of 25 from 3 now on the year, has just never found the range.
Lawyer drives, bodies, bounces. Kaufman-Renn, no look. Harris is fouled. Against DePaul, but then a couple more close losses, similar to this Ohio State team, who, again, we've seen them battle back. Led by 6 at half against Indiana, trailed by 10 with 4 minutes left before forcing overtime. Down by nearly 20 to Wisconsin on the road with a great job of fighting. And that's what Jake Diebler's really liked about his team, is they've exhibited the fight said that's not a question of are we going to get their excellent effort every single night on the floor, but it's can you then couple that with winning decisions, and that's the next step.
That Micah Parrish breakdown, going for the shot fake of a 23% three-point shooter, but they're going to also have to make some shots. 2 of 10 from 3. Three-point percentage has plummeted since early in the year.
Glover, jab and drive. Shot clock down to 8. Parrish, tough one, and he nails it.
And that's not a play where your offense is generating a good look. That's just Micah Parrish going out there and making a great individual effort. In the Big Ten, you're just not going to be able to live like that, especially on the road.
Parrish, a guy who's played a lot of basketball. 4th active most games played, 153, including tonight. Lawyer's pull-up is true, and the foul. Now with 3 personal fouls, is going to have to sit. So Mahaffey back on the floor. And Lawyer converts to extend this to a 13-point lead.
Ohio State has got to run something for Bruce Thornton. If he's not going to be aggressive himself, they've got to run something to make him aggressive.
Only 2 field goal attempts, still scoreless. Drive and kick from Mahaffey. Here is Thornton. Extra. Glover loads it up, and it's fouled. It's going to be Cox picking it up. Glover, who hasn't necessarily taken a ton of threes this year, but he has made them when he has gotten a look. 50% from the outside. And he'll get 2 more free throws. Mahaffey, Bradshaw, Royal, and Thornton round out the 5. Still no Braden Smith, playing with just 2 fouls, but Cox is going to be out there, and now Smith does go to the scorer's table and likely will check in for him. So Smith in for Cox. It'll be Smith, Lawyer, Harris, Heidi, and Kaufman-Wren. 157. This is an important 157 for Ohio State.
They're still hanging around. This could be a 10-point game if this foul shot goes down. But still they'll only be down 11.
Are you going to take credit for that one, or
no? I will
accept
not,
responsibility?
I will not accept responsibility. All right, a little zone look here from the Buckeyes. I'm not ready to admit that the announcer jinx is a real thing.
Wow.
I haven't come as far as you have.
How often do you see a 1-3-1 and it does enact pressure and create the turnover?
He was playing like 6 or 7 dudes in that rotation alongside Evan Turner, William Buford.
Yeah, but I think Aaron Kraft is like the Energizer Bunny, so it didn't matter.
That's true.
Bradshaw kick out, swing it. Royal 5 to shoot. Extra.
But look at that. Purdue is just loading up bodies there. You can see it.
Approaching a minute to play in this first half. Open look. Lawyer doesn't get the roll. Kaufman-Wren battling. Mahaffey couldn't claim it. And Purdue has a second chance. Extra to the corner. Harris got it. Knocks down the tray. A backbreaker for the Buckeyes. Turnover. Slow it down with Smith. 11-second different shot clock and game clock. That was the first 3 made tonight by Purdue. Looking for more. Kaufman-Wren on the short roll, and he's tripped. Kaufman-Wren, 13 points, 6 rebounds, 4 offensive boards. He's got all of them for Purdue.
That's 10 offensive rebounds for him the last game and a half.
Not too shabby.
No. But his motor has just turned up. And he had a motor last year playing alongside Zach Edey. But the strides that he's made, and really in that short roll. We knew he could post up, and he's added a little bit of a counter to get to his right shoulder more. But the short roll with Braden Smith has been a game changer for his game.
And that push shot has become automatic at this point.
Hartenstein-esque,
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's the gold standard, though.
Rashawn Holmes had it working for a while, too. Shot clock turned off. Final 13 seconds of this first half. Purdue has matched its largest lead. Thornton. Glover. Back to Thornton. And finally gets on the board in the final seconds of the first half. John Mobley back on the bench. He got scratched in the eye by Caleb First in that first half, had to go back to the locker room. We'll see if he's ready to come back in at some point. Thornton hit one at the end of the first half. He's going to start the second half, and that is a welcome sight for the Buckeyes.
And Jakari Harris slips on the foot of Bruce Thornton. He goes down, and Thornton gets 2 consecutive uncontested threes to get his offense going.
So Jakari Harris out there for Cox, along with Smith, Kaufman-Renn, First, and Lawyer. It'll be Glover as opposed to Mobley, as well as Bradshaw instead of Stewart for Ohio State. Fend off from Smith, shovel it, extra, Lawyer on the drive, lost it, going the other way.
You think about Bruce Thornton, he had 30 against Kentucky. He is so capable of giving you big numbers. He's been efficient all year long. They need him to be a factor here. There you see it. Harris goes down, slips on the foot, and Bruce Thornton walks right into a step-in three.
Shooting 41.1% from 3 this season, 53% from the floor, 84.4 from the free throw line. He has been uber efficient to the tune of 17.4 a game.
Well, he can do it in a number of ways. Has a great pull-up, is good in pick and roll, is good at the rim, and now he's just looking for his offense. I mean, for so long in that first half, he was such a non-factor. But you let a good player get his head up, and good luck stopping him.
This is where Matt Painter said he's extra dangerous. He said he can get to his kill spots. That's what makes him so good, because he's not the fastest, not the quickest, but a sturdy body, strong at 6'2", 215.
Is what he looks like. And 48% on the year on shots off the bounce. The three-point shot has dried up a tad in Big Ten play, just 28% from 3, but he's found the range here, and he's found the aggressiveness more importantly.
I'm not sure you can overstate how important this game could be for Ohio State with a win. Haven't been to the NCAA tournament since 2022. Had made 4 straight under Chris Holtmann before missing the last 2, but haven't been past the second round of the tournament since 2015. Right now, firmly on that bubble in the early portion of this season, so to speak. Guess middle portion of the season now as we head towards February. But a quad 1 win, and a huge one at that, could do wonders for the resume. Smith gonna get it inside. 4 to shoot for Smith. Fades off the heel into the hands of Parrish.
That was well done by Quez Glover, just getting right back up underneath it and then contesting that mid-range shot.
Parrish looking to be connector. Glover on the outside off the screen from Bradshaw. Lob it inside. Bradshaw comes down. Pogo stick for the bucket.
Ohio State has found some offense here. Bruce Thornton, the catalyst there, comes off the screen, throws it up to Bradshaw. Just like that, the Buckeyes cut this down to 6.
It's a 10-0 extended run, going back to that 3 at the end of the first half from Thornton. 2 minutes gone in the second. Inside, Kaufman-Renn on the post-up. Working on Bradshaw. Bully in the sandbox, lost it, out of bounds to Ohio State.
Bradshaw sitting on that left shoulder of Kaufman-Renn. Kaufman-Renn with the counter. Ohio State has found some momentum. We'll see here. This will give a better look. Kind of hard to tell.
Buckeyes looking to continue this momentum, but Thornton just lost his footing, and the ball rolled right on that sideline. Diebler on the sideline. That can permeate through your team as well. Smith rejects the screen, bounce inside. Kaufman-Renn takes flight, and he's got a chance for 3.
Ohio State is trying to down this ball screen or keep it on the side, and that's just going to set the table for this pocket pass. You see it right here. Bradshaw in that down spot, and Trey Kaufman-Renn has just killed in this game. That short roll. He's become such an effective player with that floater.
It's just such an important part of the modern basketball. The short roll, you see it whether it is a guy like Kaufman-Renn at 6'9", even to a certain degree at times, Zach Edey, especially now in the NBA. But even small on small, pick and roll, you see a short roll, let someone operate out of that mid post, and another trip is going to be called on Colvin here. It'll be his first. Purdue already with 2 team fouls, 2.5 minutes into the second half. Royal going aggressive, got it back. Jumper, Bradshaw.
Aaron Bradshaw has certainly come to play. Last 2 games only playing 9 minutes a ball game, but has come out here, has certainly been effective at the rim, and now showing off the range from the mid-range.
Smith goes coast to coast, comes up short. First got a hand on it, out of bounds to Ohio State. And they're letting this officiating crew hear it early in the second half.
And you think about Purdue making that trip back from the West Coast. It's never going to be easy. Certainly these teams adjusting to that this year. But Purdue had a chance to knock out Ohio State. The Buckeyes took advantage into the half, and they've played their way right back in here.
Offensive foul on Bradshaw.
The veteran play.
I was going to say, would you have done something like that?
I believe I told you a story about B.J. Mullins today. B.J. didn't like me going down on a screen that he set, and he let me know that.
Hey, if it works, don't fix it.
I was dead in the water. John Diebler, three-pointer coming up, and it's like, well, what do I have to lose?
Exactly. Other than your dignity and maybe your bodily functions.
None of that. You know, I'll take it for the stop.
Royal drives, stopped, outside. Glover looking to go to work. Half the shot clock gone. Creates the space and drills the J.
How nice was that? Getting to the body of Braden Smith, just knocking him back and drilling that mid-range.
Robbie, this is the closest this game has been since it was 8-5. And it's going the other way. Kaufman-Renn is going to pick up the foul.
Because this Buckeye basketball team has been through plenty of it, even in this game. You know, you've lost multiple guys to injuries. And the Ohio State football team, I mean, you lose to Michigan and make the run that they did. Everyone had them dead in the water.
Bounce inside. Stewart lost it. Nearly got it back. Out of bounds. Going the other way.
I think that's a play where Quez Glover has got to hit singles. You know, it's just you're going for the home run play there. You're throwing it down to Sean Stewart. Glover's been effective. And we've seen him, you know, the Minnesota game, they were running offense through him in overtime. He's certainly capable.
There's that push shot. Kaufman-Renn a little too strong. Rebound ripped away by Parrish. Ohio State made 4 field goals in the first half with 7:42 remaining. They've already made 4. Did it with 16:13 on the clock in this second half. Just a much better sense of urgency and free-flowing offense so far. Plus some shots have gone down.
That certainly helps, but the ball movement has been better. Just getting it from side to side. First possession of the game. You know, we had talked about, Noah, how this ball needs to move, and it was like one pass, isolation on the right wing. Get this thing from side to side, move Purdue's defense.
Glover off the screen, looking to turn the corner on Lawyer. 8 to shoot now for Parrish. Pump, drive on Smith. Kick out. Royal, caught up. Back outside. Parrish, patient. Can't hit the 3. Got a good look at the end of the clock. Now Purdue looking to capitalize and extend this lead. Smith. Oh, that's tricky, but he missed it. Leak out. Thornton didn't see it in time. To the corner. Parrish for 3.
And that's not an easy shot. When you have to catch that thing down at your ankles, reload, and get it up. Impressive play there by Micah Parrish. Ohio State defense starting to get it done and leading to some offense in the open floor.
Look at that second half score, 14-2 in favor of the Buckeyes. And they're within 1. Smith using the body, too strong.
But Ohio State's guards are blowing up these ball screens. It's allowing their bigs to get back. They're getting over at a high level.
Stewart, tough catch. Ohio State looking for its first lead of the night. It's Parrish again. Book it for 3. Timeout Purdue.
That Ohio State's guards are getting over on this pick and roll. It's allowing the bigs to get back. It's taking away the short roll. And Purdue's missed some shots, but the Buckeye defense has done its job in the second half.
C.J. Cox on the floor for the first time in the second half, playing with 3 fouls. Kaufman-Renn spins away from Stewart, bodies him inside for the bucket.
The physicality there by Trey Kaufman-Renn. Run him off that Iverson screen, isolation against Sean Stewart, and he gets to his bread and butter, right jump hook.
Ties the game at 45. Ohio State has lost 3 in a row, all by 2 points or less.
They like these one-possession games.
Well, now it's time for another test. Have they learned from their studies? Glover, way off.
Only take that shot if that shot clock's going off. He could have moved that ball and found something else.
Heidi on the floor, and a foul away from the ball. It's Stewart.
You get this cut right over the top, and you hit Trey Kaufman-Renn. It's straight isolation here, one-on-one. Trey Kaufman-Renn, that is what he wants. Right jump hook, you don't take it away. He's so good at getting to it.
2 fouls on Stewart. Thornton got a hand on that basketball. Lawyer gets it back and floats it short.
Ohio State's defense with pick and roll has been night and day in this half.
Glover attacks, leaves it. Royal, pump, drive, and can't hang it through. Purdue with another stop, looking to regain the lead. Smith, cross, Smith, bounce, and a
That's
foul.
gotta be a foul, yeah. Micah Parrish saves a layup.
It actually goes against Glover, so Parrish stays at 3 fouls, Glover's at 2. Big break there for Ohio State with the way Parrish has come out in this second half, up to 11 points, and he's 3 for 5 from downtown. Mobley set to check in next to that ball. That's a great sign for the Buckeyes. Glover keeps the dribble alive. Now it's Thornton with 10. Smith steps up, double cross. Thornton dances, had it stripped. Outside Parrish, gonna have to bail him out again. Thornton gets it off in time and sticks it. Late shot clock success again for Ohio State.
And we've seen a couple times where Purdue has just left Bruce Thornton to go stunt or take other shooters. Thornton has found his rhythm. It's not good enough defensively by the Boilers.
Smith, but the response. 7 points, 6 assists, 3 rebounds for Braden Smith. And he draws the offensive foul. Royal will pick it up.
I love what Coaches versus Cancer has become, and I love how active our coaches in the Big Ten are with it.
All even at 48, 11 and a half to play, and John Mobley Jr. back on the floor for the first time since taking the swipe to the eye in the first half. Smith off the screen. Kaufman-Renn couldn't get free initially. Now Smith wants it on the switch with Stewart. Two-man game. Smith looking for some open space. 8 to shoot. Bounce it. Kaufman-Renn post up. Hook it. Cox 3-ball. And he airballed it. Thought it was tipped.
Very connected defensive possession there by Ohio State. Communicating out your switches, not over-helping on Kaufman-Renn, closing back out on the shooter. Jake Diebler has to be thrilled coming out of the timeout, the defensive execution.
So Mobley just 1 for 3 so far today. Can he come in cold and find a quick rhythm? Stewart handed to him. Mobley looking to drive. 12 to shoot. Screen from Stewart. Swing it. Parrish, 6 to shoot. Has bailed him out a couple times already. Bounce it for Roy with a mismatch. Taken away and out of bounds. Smith nearly had another steal for his tally on the season.
Braden Smith really fought Devin Royal there. Got switched onto him early in the possession. Was trying to front at times, but they're three-quarter and knocking that ball away.
So Thornton will inbound with 2.1 to shoot. Got to imagine they're going to try to get Mobley a look here. Best three-point shooter on the team.
Thinking to the corner.
Instead, it's Stewart for 3. Pure!
That's Sean Stewart's first 3 of the season. Was 0 for 1 coming into tonight, but late clock situation. We saw Evan Mahaffey knock down his first 3 in a late clock deal where he just threw it up there against Indiana. Same thing here for Stewart.
Ohio State 5 of 6 from three-point range in the second half. Smith turns the corner. Lawyer working against Mobley. Stop, pop, gets 2.
Impressive patience there by Fletcher Lawyer. Understanding with the smaller John Mobley, he can take his time, pivot, and get exactly what he wants.
Parrish lost it, flailing, out of bounds. It'll stay here.
Stewart, known as an athlete, former McDonald's All-American, certainly not known for his three-point prowess, but 1 second to go on the shot clock. He's the emergency valve stepping back. He lets it go and knocks it down.
It's good-looking motion, too.
I was going to say, it doesn't look bad.
Thornton draws 2. Mobley on the outside. Just past the midway point of the second half. Mobley hangs and hits. What a finish with the left.
Over the top of not just C.J. Cox, but also Trey Kaufman-Renn coming over. That's a big-time finish by John Mobley.
Back to a three-point game. Smith comes up short. Rebound saved by Heidi. Lawyer takes the contact and floats it home. Second chance opportunities continue to be a thorn in Ohio State's side.
How about Cam Heide there saving that ball and keeping the possession alive for Purdue.
Thornton off the screen. Pushes it up. Too strong. Rebound. Loose. Thornton's got it. Now a second chance for the Buckeyes. Mobley. Bounce it. Royal on Heide. Kept his footing. Whips it inside. Extra bounce. Intercepted. Lawyer. Perfect rotation. Smith in transition. We'll slow it down. Smith, attack mode, kick out, swing it, Lawyer, ball fake, and bucket. Purdue back in front. Timeout, Ohio State.
These respective point guards don't come off the floor very often.
Parrish sends it into the backcourt for Thornton. Jakari Harris back on the floor with Lawyer, Smith, Kaufman, Wren first. Thornton letting the play develop away, and Braden Smith is just sprinting with Mobley every step he takes. Nearly traveled with it. 4 on the shot clock. Royal has to force. He did travel with it.
But the help there by Trey Kaufman-Wren to disengage from the post and to come over and stop the ball makes that play. And you're right about Braden Smith. Chasing John Mobley, I can tell you, it is miserable when you've got to chase a shooter like that. Look at the way that Kaufman-Wren gets around Bradshaw. Now you got Devin Royal in the air, and he comes down and lands before he's able to kick that to Bruce Thornton for 3.
Purdue holding on to this 1-point lead. Ohio State now up to 49% from the floor. Boilermakers at 51, but they're just 2 for 7 from 3. Smith off the screen, fend off. Smith, jump shot.
He's just so good at getting to the body and then creating space with that step-aside jumper.
Mahaffey in there. Great connector on the outside. Mobley had to be careful on that screen. Here is Mobley. Looking to get it inside. Bradshaw couldn't catch it cleanly, and first takes it away.
It's a sloppy pass from Mobley. Got to take a dribble and throw a better one.
What a pass to the corner. Harris on target for the second time tonight.
Those two dudes have won Purdue a ton of games. They've been in so many big ones. No surprise to see them with the answer here.
7 minutes to play. 9-0 Purdue run. Thornton. Rebound Bradshaw.
Rebound by Bradshaw there.
And he's fouled. 3 fouls on Kaufman-Wren. Get it in for Bradshaw. He's giving him good minutes here tonight.
You think about the matchup for him in certain games. Bauer last game, maybe not for him. Purdue a better matchup out here for Aaron Bradshaw.
Good look for Glover, couldn't stick it. Mobley goes back to the bench. Purdue made their run with Mobley back on the floor. Smith off the screen. Thought about it, bounce it, around it goes. Lawyer looking inside. Kaufman-Wren, and a foul is called. It's going to be Bradshaw. Smith in for Kaufman-Wren. Right back to him. Kaufman-Wren with a purpose, can't finish.
Sean Stewart hung in there on that play. Trey Kaufman-Wren is not backing down. He's bringing the physicality right to you.
Ohio State over 3 minutes scoreless. Trying to find that rhythm from the beginning of the half. Pocket pass. Stewart push it through on the roll.
First we saw Sean Stewart with the 3-point shot at the shot clock buzzer, and now short roll, take a dribble, make a play off the bounce.
Under 6 to play. Oh, Smith just dribbled into problem. Picked up Harris. Numbers. Purdue. Lawyer. Drive. And doesn't get the bounce. Rebound up for grabs. And a tie up. Lawyer in for Kaufman-Renn. 5.5 to play. 4-point ball game. Kaufman-Renn. Oh, bodies are hitting the floor. Carnage with Lawyer getting tangled up with Smith. Kaufman-Renn doesn't care. Comes up short. Rebound. Poked around and Rowe secures it. Crowd thought he was out of bounds on the baseline. Instead, Ohio State will look to push.
But Micah Parrish is lucky that wasn't a moving screen on that dribble handoff.
And then drills the three. Parrish, 4th triple of the night, coming alive in the second half.
I'm telling you, no, when he gets it going, though, he makes them in bunches. A guy that when he's hot, it's going to be 3 or 4. And that's been the type of night for Micah Parrish tonight.
Smith up and under. Can't spin it through. Rebound first. Oh, blocked inside. Stewart sent him away. And a jump ball to Ohio State. Jake Diebler fired up on the OSU sideline.
As he should be. This is quite the play here. Sean Stewart doesn't get the first one, doesn't get the rebound, but here he comes. Major rejection on Caleb first, and then it's first to the floor. Ohio State forcing that tie-up. It's a multiple effort play, and Sean Stewart getting it done on defense.
Ohio State looking to regain the lead after the 9-0 run put them down by 6. Thornton ripped through, working on Cox, floated up, slam it home. Devin Royal with the Royal flush.
Purdue with that extra help defense on the side. They're flooding the weak side. You stop the ball, but nobody cracking down. Devin Royal going upstairs. They throw it up, he throws it down.
7-0 run for OSU. Patient, short, Smith, long rebound. Parrish looking to push. Parrish attacks, slips through for 2. Timeout Purdue.
The resiliency has been on display here. I mean, just crushing defeats. This will be could be their 5th consecutive one-possession game. If you think back to the Minnesota game, overtime win, only 1 point separated those two teams.
Purdue has missed 7 consecutive shots, and that's going to be a foul on the catch, and it'll be a 1-and-1 for Kaufman-Renn. Purdue started the half 2 for 10, then went 6 of their next 8, and now has missed 7 in a row from the floor.
The runs in this second half by both these teams. Trey Kaufman-Renn with a big free throw shooting performance out at Oregon, went 9 for 9 from the foul line. There's some real pressure behind these.
And he missed it. Rebound deflected, going the other way. That one was a 50-50. Jeff Anderson emphatic that it was Buckeye basketball. Mobley back out there with Thornton, Royal, Parrish, and Stewart. Parrish with a big second half. Working against Lawyer. Step back 3, kaboom! Parrish cannot miss.
That's just throw the ball to Micah Parrish and go make us a play. Isolation. That's a big-time shot from a guy that all of a sudden is on fire.
Smith facilitates himself inside. Try to get it to Kaufman-Renn, taken away. Thornton got a hand on it. This is the largest lead of the night for Ohio State. And they're looking for more with under 3 to play.
See if they go right back to the hot hand. Micah Parrish has been fantastic here.
Here he is in the corner. Likes the matchup. Another 3. He is not perishable tonight. Micah Magic in Purdue. 15-0 Ohio State run. And a foul inside is going to send Kaufman-Renn back to the line. Double figures and now 11 of his last 14. And Kaufman-Renn this time earns his second free throw. Kaufman-Renn with 20. 7th game this season for Trey Kaufman-Renn with 20 or more. Can Ohio State run through the tape to end their 3-game losing streak? Mobley off the screen from Stewart. Mobley nearly lost his footing. Thornton in traffic. Kick out. Mobley, three. Short. Rebound. Staying here.
And they're going to
go the other way.
Foul on Devin Royal for the hold. Man, under control dribble drive. 65% from the field for the Buckeyes. 8 of 12 from 3. Boy, he's missed opportunity there.
And then a jump ball. It's going to go right back to the Boilermakers. Purdue has not made a field goal since the 7:22 mark of this second half. Kaufman right face up. Back down. Shimmy shake for the bucket. In the corner, knocked out of bounds. And it's staying with Ohio State. It's got to be clear evidence otherwise. And now it's going to be a turnover anyway. Parrish stepped over the baseline and gives it back to Purdue. Bounce it, Kaufman-Wren. Every foul, 2 free throws the rest of the way for Purdue. Gonna back down on Stewart. Hook shot. Too smooth.
Stewart's gonna take away his left shoulder. You let him get to that at that spot on the floor, it's game over.
1 possession game, 90 seconds to play. The freshman Cox steps up on Thornton. They'll use this clock best they can. Mobley off the bounce. Lost it. Out of bounds. Turnover. All is well.
Well, they're bringing Yagovin in to take away the post-up opportunities for Trey Kaufman-Wren.
Approaching a minute to play. At Mackey. Purdue looking to extend a 7-game winning streak. Bounce it. Kaufman-Wren. Push it through.
And that's the counter they're knowing. They're not going to post him against Yagovin, but they will get him with the pocket pass in the short roll.
8-0 Boilermaker run. Back to a 1-point game. Timeout, Ohio State. 24-second different shot clock and game clock. They'll wind it down best they can. Rejecting the screen. Thornton looking to get to his spot. It's Parrish. He's been the hot hand. Parrish, kick out. Mobley, corner, splash! The freshman with a dagger in the corner. Shot clock off. 4-point game. Purdue has to hurry here. Off the screen. It's Smith for 3. No! Rebound on the seal to Parrish. Knocked out of bounds. And it's going to Ohio State with 14.7 to play.
Micah Parrish.
10.9 seconds left. 3-point ball game. Smith comes to the basketball. Thornton will foul him with 9 seconds remaining. So Smith is going to go to the free throw line. He'll shoot 2 in the double bonus. And remember, Purdue still has to give it 1 more foul before they can even get Ohio State into the penalty. Braden Smith, it's been a weird night for him. His rhythm kind of lost after the early foul trouble, and he's 3 for 14 from the floor. 9 points, 8 assists, 5 boards. Still more than enough time should he make this one, but they're going to have to foul awfully quickly with a foul to give. Two for 2. 1-point game. 9 seconds remaining.
Somebody's got to want the ball here for Ohio State.
And it's Thornton in the corner, getting away. Bounce it. Mobley with 5-point threes, finally fouled. Can Purdue find some magic at home? Bounce it. Royal is fouled. 3.6 diving attempt initially by Harris, and then Lawyer is going to commit it to put Royal on the free throw line where he's just 74.1%. So a 1-and-1. Neither team with a timeout. Possession arrow does favor Ohio State as well. Matt Painter's going to get Caleb first in the game for Jakari Harris for a little extra size. 5 of 6 at the line tonight. 13 points, 6 rebounds in his return after missing the game against Indiana with a wrist injury. Big one on the first one.
I like Bruce Thornton huddling up Ohio State here and just getting everybody on the same page. This thing goes down, you assume they foul again. If not, have to find a man, match up immediately. I'm really curious to see if the Purdue counter to the foul, if this goes in, is throw it across half court.
This has become chaos before this second free throw right now. Jeff Anderson is trying to just find a way to get this back in order.
What is going on?
Nobody lined up for the rebound for Ohio State. Royal can make it a 3-point ball game with a make. He's got it. Subs in as Mahaffey coming in for Stewart. 3.6 left. What can Purdue do to try to find themselves a way to tie? Kaufman-Wren will inbound.
They're going to try to get Braden Smith here, looping in and getting this on the run.
Got it to him.
Good job by Evan Mahaffey.
Fouled immediately, 2.9 on the clock. First one down. So Smith huddles up with his squad.
I think he's going to try to miss this. You're right.
You almost have to
at this point in time. Just running out of clock.
They got rebounders on the floor for the Buckeyes. First and Kaufman-Wren in there for Purdue. 2.9 seconds left, 2-point game. Purdue. Smith didn't even hit the rim. Went too much. Purdue needs a steal here, although it is a 1-and-1 if they don't get it. And that easily could have been a foul. It doesn't get called. In for Royal, and he gets fouled with 1.9. A shove down from Mobley. He's got it. Has calmly hit 3 massive free throws. Missed it. Doors open. It's going to be Lawyer to tie it, and it's short. Ohio State roars back from 16 down and exercises their one-score demons. 73-70, the final score from Mackey. The Buckeyes win.